Okay, since I've been asked this about a quintillion times, it's fine every time. It's a good question as well. But a lot of people ask, should I go Grasp or should I go Conqueror? What's the difference? What's better, right? So I'm going to quickly explain it to you, right? So the overall consensus is that Grasp will give you better early game, while Conqueror will give you a stronger mid to late game, alright? That's the very dumbed down, simple explanation. I'll go over the reasons a little more. Let's just go over Grasp real quick. So Grasp is going to give you really good Q short trades. So what I mean is, in the default scenario, if you Q with Grasp, it's going to be really good. It's going to give you sustain, it's going to give you damage, right? The next is that it also gives you access to a really strong early game rune page. For example, you can go Grasp, which lets you go all the resolve small trees, which are all amazing on Yorick. And it lets you go into the second rune page, which is really flexible. So you can go Precision, Inspiration. And this Inspiration tree is really important because you get access to the most broken early game Yorick rune page, which is Grasp with Time of Tonic Biscuits. And you go Carrot Pot, and it's the strongest early game combination. You have a lot of healing, sustain, tankiness. It's just amazing, right? That's pretty much it. You get strong early game trading, you get flexibility of Time of Tonic. Now here comes the bad parts about Grasp compared to Conqueror, right? It doesn't scale as well. Grasp gives you very minimal value mid to late game. It doesn't give you damage and health sustain. It's only like 40 health every 4 seconds, which is pretty okay, but compared to other runes in the mid to late game, they're a lot better, right? Also, there is just a lot less carry potential in general because you have almost no effects that will make you stronger in extended fights. For example, you have nothing to clutch out with. If you have 2k health or something, you have 2k health. If you have 400 AD, you have 400 AD. Nothing to increase it, no steroids, no nothing, right? You just have Grasp, right? Now moving on to Conqueror, right? Conqueror is a lot more better. It just has a stronger mid to late game, right? So it's really good for long excellent trades. So when you have ghouls and you're attacking, I'd say 3+ more times auto attacks, then that's when it's gonna outvalue Grasp, right? It gives you also sustain and a lot more damage. Of course, it takes time to ramp up though, right? Also, you have stronger runes for scaling. So you have stuff like the legend runes, which will give you attack speed, tenacity, or lifesteal, which are all really good on Yorick. It's flexible, right? You have stronger runes for fighting and clutching out fights. So you have Triumph, Last Stand, Coup de Grace, all of these stuff. These will help you in winning out the fights and already surprise them because they're like, oh shit, he got Triumph feeling? He's gonna smash me. So let's say you have like a fully stacked Conqueror, and then you get Triumph proc and you get Last Stand value, right? That's a lot to take in. With Grasp, you only have Grasp, and maybe you can use like a Current Pot to clutch out a bit of health. But other than that, there's really nothing else you have, right? Also, it scales harder due to the fact that the damage and sustain will increase as you level in the game of Conqueror. So as you become stronger, you get more and more damage, you get more sustain because you're gonna deal more damage, right? Now, the weakness of Conqueror is it doesn't help with quick short Q trades early game. So if you go for a quick Q, it's still gonna hurt and heal a little bit, but compared to Grasp, it's very, very noticeable. You're gonna heal a lot less and do a lot less damage, right? Also, it's very unflexible in terms of rune. You have to demolish, you can't go Inspiration because if you go Inspiration, you won't have demolish, right? There's many differences between Conqueror and Grasp. Overall, Grasp is a lot more easier to use and abuse. You get to whip people with Q in the early game, but as you climb higher and higher, you're gonna struggle with Yorick on queuing people because people are gonna punish you a lot harder. So one Q by Yorick, they're gonna fucking do an entire combo on you. But if you get ghouls and you go for a long extended trade, Conqueror will always be better, of course. Ultimately, it's up to playstyle. Grasp is really good for winning early game. It's just completely dominant, the best early game rune page without doubt. But Conqueror is a lot better for long trades and fighting for more than 4 seconds. However, this is solo queue, and I'm telling you right now, Conqueror is 10 times better for carrying because it's going to give you a lot more tools to clutch with. Triumph, Last Stand. Grasp doesn't. When you get to the mid to late game where you sell them for money or you just want to sell them because you're getting your last item, you're going to get no value out of it. So you're going to waste your biscuits in Time of Tonic. That's why I don't like it, right? If I had to be completely honest, in these solo queue environments, early game doesn't matter too much just because people are very prone to making mistakes and throwing. That's why I suggest Conqueror. So even if you fuck up early game, which you maybe would have won with Grasp, it's fine because Conqueror will outscale and you're just gonna get a ton more value, right? So anyway guys, this is about it. Remember to like and subscribe. I really appreciate the support you guys have been giving me. Remember to follow my Twitch. I stream almost every single day. And suck a fat strong.